Hello and Namaskar, I am Sanjeev Pandya welcoming you to Ayurveda Mantra Show by Santigram Kerala Ayurveda Wellness Center USA. All of us want to live healthy life and a happy life, and for that we work very hard for that. But sometimes we either ignore health or we are not sure about health, that how to take care of the problems that we have when it comes to health, or sometimes we are wrongly guided and advised by the doctors that we go to. And that's why we bring you this Ayurveda Mantra Show to talk about Ayurveda, benefits of Ayurveda and how it can treat any sickness or disease that you may have, because Ayurveda is the ancient tradition which works very well. It has no side effects. Santigram Kerala Ayurveda Wellness Center USA, they are the pioneer for bringing the original, the authentic Kerala Panchkarma treatment and other treatments related to Ayurveda here in USA. Once again, I'm joined by Dr. Ambika Nair of Santigram Kerala Ayurveda Wellness Center USA. Ambika ji, namaskar, welcome to the show.
Hello Sanjeev, namaskar ji.
Namaskar.
Thanks a lot for inviting me again for the show.
Yes, we would like to invite you all the time because you, with over 30 years of experience in Ayurveda, treating patients in India as well as here in the USA, and from youngest as maybe 2-3 year old to the oldest 70-80 year old, right? You have basically cured many patients with all different sickness and diseases, and that's why I say that we all want to live very healthy life. We think by earning money, by having good job, by living in a big house and all the luxuries around us, but if we're not healthy, then what's the purpose of living that happy life? And that's why I think Ayurveda is one option that one should really consider in case if your sickness or disease or whatever complications that you have in the body.
Care.
All right, so to start with our show, the fact that I want to mention is that an estimated 2 to 3% of Americans suffer from excessive sweating. Of the underarms or the palms and the soles of the feet. This is a problem which is quite a growing problem also. It's called hyperhidrosis.
Oh, wow.
I request you to tell us more on hyperhidrosis, the symptoms, the causes and the treatment of it.
This is Swedana, like hyperhidrosis means, like you use hydrosis means you just sweat proper, hyper means you are sweating a lot. Some days, like
oversweating.
You're oversweating actually. So this is Swedana because that is really necessary for the body to balance our fluid level, like our body toxin should be out.
Right.
Otherwise, see, whatever this is all adi sushma, this is all like our toxins. Okay, our toxins, like in Ayurveda, it is considered as a mala. Our urination is also, and even our defecation, everything is coming under this mala only. So these things are really needed. But when it comes to the excessive sweating, see, we see that some children, not only, I treat actually even the newborns and even antenatal, postnatal, everything I treat. Even like failure cases of IVF, IUI, everything I treat. So from the newborn till the old age. So we take care. Okay. So children will come and tell that I cannot write the exam because I carry so much of tissues in this country. In India, they would like I carry a lot of hankies. Okay, because the way they sweat, they cannot. Because this is because of the anxiety. 80% of those children were little fatty children. So little obese children. Okay, little hormonal imbalance will be there. Some people only sweat on the, you see that they wear any cloth, you can see it's totally sweat only. And some on the only the part, they will never sweat on the axilla or the groin. Only the body, the chest and the back.
Especially underarm. Underarms is very common.
Underarm it is very common. But some people they sweat like, like you can just remove it like that. This is nichod sakta hai, itna pani. And some people when they sit and eat, you can see they sweat on the head. only on the head. And some people on the soles, they cannot wear the shoes. They put so much of, special powder, they will be using so many socks and something like that. It's very difficult for them.
Is it because of excessive body heat?
It is because of their pitta also. If
Correct.
the, hyperactivity of the pitta.
कोई भी डिजीज हो, कोई भी बीमारी हो, कोई भी सिकनेस हो डॉक्टर, आता वाता पिता, ये तीनों तो होते ही है कहीं ना कहीं पे, राइट?
होना चाहिए, but you should have a balanced body.
Exactly.
But it's not that everywhere, every time we will be balanced. At least, we are able to manage ourselves. That is more important. Okay. Not only that, if you are yoga, you sweat a lot. Sweating, there will be a reason also.
Achha.
Very few only it will come like idiopathic. There is no reason for that. Okay. Some people, no reason, but they sweat it. But some people, it will be like definitely with a disease. Okay. So if it is like too much unmanageable means, that you should always go to the doctor and see that why it is coming like this.
Okay.
Because it is, affecting your day-to-day life.
So one should not think that's because of, workload
Just like
or having a
that.
bad day or anything like that.
No.
This, oversweating, there could be a reason behind it.
Definitely.
That why are you oversweating? And if you know whether you're oversweating in your palms or underarms or on your feet, then you should really try to get a treatment done. And I think you should know there is something wrong with it. Now, what's wrong with it? What really causes it? What are the symptoms of this hyperhidrosis? We're going to talk about that after the break. You're watching the Ayurveda Mantra Show by Santigram Kerala Ayurveda Wellness Center, USA. Please don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Ayurveda Mantra Show by Santigram Kerala Ayurveda Wellness Center, USA. In case if you have just joined us in this second segment, we're going to talk about causes of hyperhidrosis. In the last segment, before the break, we talked about what is hyperhidrosis, oversweating, where in body oversweating, and why person oversweats. So we're going to find out from Dr. Ambika Nair this oversweating and the causes.
See, like in Ayurveda, the three main things, like kapha, vata, pitta.
Ji.
Okay, kapha people means they are little fatty people. But real kapha means they will not sweat a lot. See, when they come for this panchakarma, we put them in the steam bath.
Yes.
And they like to sit for a long time. Some people, they don't want even come out after 30 minutes.
Achha.
Because they feel so good. And with the sweating only, they feel good because they don't sweat.
It is actually good feeling to be in
so,
sauna, to be honest
that's
with
what I'm
you.
telling. So sauna, that is very nice actually. That is, these are kapha people.
Ji.
But they are not obese.
Okay.
But they are like अच्छा खाने पीने करती
थोड़ी
है.
body frame उनकी heavy
I'm telling,
होती है.
so they are like a kapha frame.
Okay.
But obesity means
people, yeah.
they will sweat like anything. Their folds, everything, they will be like watering, I should say. Like a real hyperhidrosis.
Correct.
Okay, these people are, and then you can see the pitta people. Pitta means they are always fire. They are always in the like their brain is always like running. Those people, they are, because it has to balance the body, so they sweat a lot. And even, the causes, I'll come to that, okay. Then, like uneven meda vigruti, all those, like aggravations in anything, they will always sweat a lot. And even with malaria, they sweat a lot. There are so many diseases also, like tuberculosis. Okay, even when you get a heart attack, first thing what you experience is you sweat.
Because they tell you when you see person oversweating, first you just check on the person's heart condition.
Absolutely.
Correct.
So it is needed. But if there is a cause, it is needed. So if the cause is not there, then it is a disease like this.
Correct.
Then we have to find out the cause.
So kapha, vata, pitta, individuals with all these different categories, they have different symptoms of hyperhidrosis?
Very different symptoms.
And then there is a different treatment in Ayurveda for
very
each one of
different
them?
treatment also. Some people doesn't need treatment, like Panchakarma treatment.
Ji.
Okay, then according to sometimes only, like a little herbs and changing the diet.
Okay.
And they sleep and all, they will be fine.
Now let's talk about food habits. How food habits or eating irregular.
Too much of spices.
Aye.
Okay, if I give you like a very Andhra pickle, you will have your good time there.
Yeah.
Okay, it's very too much actually.
How about oily food?
Yeah, oily food actually, because the obese people, they will eat. See, the fatty people will eat more actually.
Correct.
But kapha people doesn't eat more. Once you become very fat, means with the depression they eat more. This is the kapha dosha.
Ji.
So then those people also will sweat a lot.
Okay.
But sweating, but that is not, they are not going to lose the weight a lot. You understand? No?
So then eating this spicy food or fatty food, and let's say any excessive amount, not in a moderate amount. So what happens? Food doesn't get digested in the body, and the same food produces sweat on
No. See, because whatever you eat, it has to digest.
Correct.
Because there are certain, like a pitta, your pitta has to be stable. Then only, like a pachaka pitta we call it as, okay, because it has to digest.
Yes.
So this has to come.
Right.
And with the vata only this moves down. Okay. And whatever you eat, it has to be digested and assimilated, then only it will go to different parts of our body.
Correct.
And even for the like a skin, it will come, then rest will go out. Okay, like urination, feces, everything. And even our sweating is also one of the detoxification. Okay, so for the balancing. So if any problem happens in between, if something is blocked, gone case.
I see.
You can see some people only sweat on the upper part.
Correct.
They have no sweating. Some people cannot walk because they sweat on their thighs. Especially we see in India, they cannot walk like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
They sweat like because of the humid climate also, you understand?
Is it more common in male or in female, hyperhidrosis?
I know hyperhidrosis I have seen in female more, and so much male also I have seen, a lot of cases I have seen.
Let's just talk about female. Girls at a very young age could also have this.
Girls very young
hyperhidrosis?
age, because even now also, like a day for yesterday, like 3 cases. Like, oh, I sweat a lot, doctor, because I cannot, they cannot wear any makeup, now everything is controlled, things are there, but telling, like all those things, yeah, it's very, very greasy. There are certain diseases with that, okay.
Correct.
Even skin issues will be there.
Okay.
Okay, so these all, like a very, the skin become very greasy and they lose the hair and all. Yeah.
Okay, all right. We're going to talk a little more in detail when we come back. We are going to take a short break. You're watching Ayurveda Mantra Show by Santigram Kerala Ayurveda Wellness Center, USA. Please don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the third segment of this Ayurveda Mantra Show by Santigram Kerala Ayurveda Wellness Center, USA. Viewers, every week we actually advise you, guide you, and inform you about benefits of Ayurveda. And should you have any questions on Ayurveda and want to know more information about yourself or someone in your family that needs to have that certain disease or sickness to be taken care, maybe you tried allopathy, you tried other forms of medicines, but that sickness or disease hasn't gotten away or there is no improvement, then Ayurveda is the one option that you should consider. Santigram Kerala Ayurveda Wellness Center, very, very well-known place, not only for Panchakarma treatment, but along with the Panchakarma treatment, the herbal supplements and how they take care of each and every single patient here in USA. It's been 10 years that they've been in USA, and they've got few centers in the USA at different locations. You can visit their website, santigramusa.com, to check out all the details. Dr. Nair, before the break, you mentioned that you have seen this more in a female than in a male, and especially girls at a very young age, you have seen this. This is something not to be neglected. But चलो मान लो कि अगर कोई उसको neglect करता है, what could this lead to?
See, very interesting case, because that was long back.
जी.
So one girl came to me, she was around 22, around 21, 22. Okay. So, like they have gone for the ultrasound, MRI, everything. It was in Delhi. I was practicing in Delhi before. They could not find anything, but when I am seeing the nadi, I could see, so when it was done, MRI, at that time MRI and all, it was very costly,
Yes.
those surveys. So she told it was done 3 साल पहले किया हमने. She used to tell that मेरे को एकदम पसीना आ जाएगा, फिर मैं ठंडा हो जाते हैं.
Oh.
Okay, so this was there for long years, and
ये
like
दिन में ऐसे कितनी बार होता था?
कम से कम like 7-8 times.
अरे,
Okay, so like a fatigue will come in the body. Okay, so pasina ऐसे आ जाता है, she has to change her clothes. Okay, so then like I asked her, why don't you go for an MRI and come to me? Because I was actually afraid to tell her that what I am seeing through the pulse. Okay, so I saw a tumor in her.
Oh.
Okay, but like it is very difficult to tell the people, like
And
you
you
have
could
a
figure
tumor.
out there was a tumor
Yeah,
just
when we
through this
see,
nadi pariksha.
we can, okay. If you know how to read the pulse, you can see all those
Very
things.
good.
Yeah. So it was the tumor was causing her hyperhidrosis.
Oh.
Okay. Another thing was, like hemorrhoids, very bad fissure in the ano. Okay. Peptic ulcer, these all people, because there will be a cause also. That's why we always say, go to the doctor and find out, because they don't just sit at home like that.
Oh, absolutely.
And even bronchial asthma.
Correct.
They say, like they will be like wheezing a lot, and they will be sweating a lot, and how much tired they feel, like with the it's all the chronic diseases. Chronic diseases always cause all those things.
Achha.
Yeah.
Now, this speaking of chronic disease, a question comes to my mind: is hyperhidrosis. Could it be genetic also?
It can be genetic also.
It can
yeah,
be.
because it's like a pitta. It's see, like President says, like Abdul Kalam ji will always say, जो सपना जो हमें नहीं सुलाते हैं, that is the anxiety people.
Achha,
Okay, understand? To do the best in the life.
Correct.
Okay, that is the pitta. So you are too anxious to do the things. Those people also will sweat a lot. Yeah.
Now, coming back to this hyperhidrosis.
Definitely.
Okay.
It will see if anything like that, related things, has to be taken care. Okay. Then, sometimes, it will be only because of the, some kidney diseases, you understand, no? Maybe some uric acid there, so urea is on the higher side. So all these things also, because they smell so crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
So that's what I told you, treat for the cause.
Correct.
So some days there won't be any issues. Then we tell them, they can put little bit of like vinegar in the, like a bath tub, and they will be better. Okay, if there is no cause, some days there won't be any cause. Okay, that is idiopathic cause.
Yes.
So once we rule out, means when we see a person they don't have any issues, means then we can take care like that.
All right, and then the last, in the end, Dr. Nair, well, one of the things in the end is that any specific treatment, Ayurveda treatment that you would recommend for hyperhidrosis?
We have to see the cause.
Correct.
Until unless you see the person and you see that why you are having this hyperhidrosis, like how why you are sweating a lot. So then
but will they all need Panchakarma treatment? That's
no,
what I was coming
Sanjeev,
to. No, they don't need Panchakarma treatment.
Never.
So that's a myth. I think we should really.
They all think like that. Shantigram mein jayega to like itna. No. It's not like that. Maybe little medication. Maybe your liver is not that great. Maybe your urination is not good. You understand?
So that is the confusion.
So somewhere you have a block in the body, or some underlying ailments are there, which is going to come in the future. So that when I see the pulse, if you come to me, definitely I'll be able to help you. There is no doubt in that.
And Dr. Ambika Nair, who is a very well-known pulse reader, या तो जो नाड़ी परीक्षा कहते हैं, उससे उनको पता चल जाता है. Alright, Dr. Nair, now definitely in the end, Ayurveda mantra of the day.
If you have any excessive sweating, please don't sit idle. Okay, उसका वजह जरूर डॉक्टर के पास जाकर देखना जरूरी है. Sometimes maybe a very small thing which you will never suffer throughout your life.
Correct. So the point is that if you have that, do not ignore it, do not neglect it. Immediately contact Santigram Kerala Ayurveda Wellness Center USA, and they can guide you and suggest you on Ayurveda treatments. And
what
that's
you
what
need.
Exactly, absolutely. Yeah. And that's what our show is all about. Dr. Nair, thank you so much for your inputs and for sharing with us this Ayurveda knowledge.
Thanks a lot. Thank you, Vivesh. Don't think that because like you have little sweating, you should come to me. If you have excess sweating, Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you have a little sweating, and if you go to Dr. Ambika Nair, I assure you that she will not make you sweat more. She will definitely take care of sweating problems because she is very good in what she does when it comes to Ayurveda. Thank you so much for watching this Ayurveda Mantra show by Santigram Kerala Ayurveda Wellness Center USA. And remember to send in any questions, any concerns, or any suggestions that you have. info@santigramusa.com. I am Sanjeev Pandya, wishing you all happy and healthy week ahead. See you next time, same place, same time. So long.
Okay, if you need any other questions, if you have anything that you want me to talk to you all, you are welcome to contact Sanjeev or shantigramusa.com.
Very good.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Dr.
Yeah.
Ambika Nair. Thank you very much.